Dear friends, welcome to another thrilling episode of The Informant Military. In today's video, we're diving into the alarming statements made by General Holland Walker, the new head of the British Army. He has sounded the alarm, declaring that Britain and Europe must brace for war within the next 3 to 4 years. We'll explore how European nations are preparing for this looming threat. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to do so now and hit the notification bell to stay updated. On Tuesday, July 23rd, General Holland Walker issued a stark warning. England faces a significant threat that extends across Europe. He identified Russia as the primary menace. General Walker highlighted that, based on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, the Russian armed forces are enduring severe attrition that will impair their operational capacity for many years. However, he cautioned that if Putin emerges victorious in Ukraine, the resources gained, both in raw materials and manpower, could enable Russia to rebuild and potentially retaliate against Europe, targeting those nations that supported Ukraine. General Walker also pointed to the formation of an anti-European and anti-Western axis involving Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea. He noted the security pact between Putin and Kim Jong-un, perceived by many as a genuine military alliance, and Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons, which threatens to further destabilize the Middle East. According to General Walker, a weakened Russia could leverage this alliance to seek Russian revenge against Europe. So, how are Britain and Europe responding to this threat? The British general emphasized the necessity of expanding and modernizing European forces. Once among the largest and most advanced globally, the British armed forces now represent only a fraction of their former strength. With fewer than 140,000 military personnel across all branches, 75,000 in the Army, and just over 25,000 in the reserve, the British forces are significantly outnumbered compared to the estimated 1.2 million soldiers deployed by Russia and Ukraine. The Royal Navy, once the world's most powerful, now operates only 6 destroyers, the same number China launches annually. This decline in British military capacity began in the 1990s post-Soviet Union collapse, as successive governments faced strong opposition to maintaining large armed forces. This has led to a reduction in capabilities that General Walker describes as potentially catastrophic. Since 2022, Russia has re-emerged as a significant threat to Europe. General Walker stressed that this threat must be countered with increased military resources capable of deterring future Russian aggression. The UK, investing 2.3% of its GDP in defense, equivalent to £56 billion or $72 billion, boasts modern and well-equipped forces, but lacks sufficient numbers. Within NATO, some European countries are striving to address this shortfall. Poland stands out with the largest European army and the third largest in NATO, with 215,000 military personnel. The Polish government aims to expand this to 300,000, a significant increase from less than 100,000 a decade ago. Poland is also modernizing its military equipment, acquiring advanced vehicles and aircraft including the F-35, South Korean tanks and howitzers, and the M1A2 Abrams SEP-V3. Like the UK, Poland's goal is to create a formidable force capable of deterring Putin or defending itself in case of an attack, with support from NATO allies. In Germany, Chancellor Olaf Scholz has been working since 2022 to improve the readiness of his forces. Meanwhile, France and Britain, Europe's 2 nuclear powers, are investing significantly in modernizing their nuclear deterrence. Historically, Europe has been a cauldron of conflict, with kingdoms, empires, and nations fighting over resources, trade, or irreconcilable differences. However, thanks to organizations like NATO and the European Union, this era of internal conflict has largely ended. Since the end of World War II in 1945, Central and Western Europe have enjoyed an unprecedented period of peace. But with Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Putin threatens to disrupt that peace. The axis mentioned by General Walker, made up of countries hostile to Europe, exacerbates this threat. History has shown that the only way to prevent conflict is through a show of force. When a nation demonstrates weakness, expansionist powers will inevitably exploit it. This was evident in Ukraine in 2014 and 2022. This is exactly what England and Europe aim to avoid in the future. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest analyses and information on major geopolitical issues around the world.